When we were in our professional development with social studies, the conversation was, what are you going to do for the Holocaust? And as you mentioned, the 9/11, my first thought was a museum display. I have been to the National Museum in Washington, D.C., and just the power, the impact, like I told the students in my classroom, you cannot go through that museum and not feel something. If not, you weren't alive when you went in. It's just a very moving to know that people's personal property, possessions were taken, and they had nothing left.
We wanted to have a physical representation of the massive number of victims of the Holocaust. And so we were lucky to get shoes donated by staff members and as well as the AFL-CIO for temporary use in the exhibit. And we had 58 pairs of shoes. So each one of those shoes represents around 50,000 victims of the Holocaust.
I know when students read a book, depending upon their schema, their imagination, the book can come alive to them. But some of us, including myself, that are visual learners, we need the pictures. We need to see actually what had happened, artifacts that still remained, the pictures of survivors, the pictures of the victims, the places, the tragedy. It just brings it all together and makes it more real.
I think it's just great that our social studies department is willing to take a few minutes out of the day so that each of our students is able to tour the exhibit.
It feels like more kind of like realistic, like knowing many facts and be able to see like more pictures and stuff, like knowing and seeing how it really was. It's nice to know, so you know like all the events that happen, and like so you know that like it's not just fake, it's true, like because it gives time frames and all that and like facts and all, like yeah, like history.
It kind of like gives me more information to know what happens to it and all. It's mind-blowing. I can't believe someone would do such a thing like that. Like, it's also sad.
And I visited the Auschwitz Museum, the temporary exhibit that was at Union Station in Kansas City, and took hundreds of photographs and really wanted to make that accessible to our students because we know that they don't always have the ability to go to museums or exhibits like that. And I combined a variety of resources to make this happen for our kids.